I just want to show this one video, but Mark Owens is an artist, and he did this this suit that was essentially a low polygon, costume that he could wear that made him look like an avatar, and he had a rig so that he had a camera behind him, and he was wearing a heads-up display. So all he could see was the video feed, the live video feed of like his silhouette walking in the real world. And he would like go into spaces and kind of like, you know, use the gestures of an avatar in a game in the real world, right? And there's all sorts of interesting videos you can check out about that. This one is a more recent one put together by Rooster Teeth Labs about GTA 4. Does everybody know GTA 4? So it's a driving game, Grand Theft Auto, essentially third person, you're driving a car, and there's lots of other stuff about it, but that's kind of the key here. So what this video is this is just a short clip of it. What they've done is they've outfitted this truck, covering all the windows with black papers so the driver can't see them, and hooking up a live video feed so that the driver can only see a kind of 15-inch video screen in the car of their truck in real space, in real time. So, and that's the way that they're kind of navigating the space. So I'll just show you a quick clip of this. So here you've got the truck. That should play. Yeah, so driving. This is like in the, I think this is probably in LA. Cones, so the driver's kind of navigating this space. That's his view, kind of goofy, right? It's changing the experience a little bit. Oops, maybe he's having some trouble kind of navigating as best as you can. You can see the different perspectives on the bottom. Here he's coming back, getting back on track, and yikes! Takes out a fake person. So, you know, obviously, we can see that there's some effects of this extreme mediation of space, right? In the way that he's relating to the physical world around him, in the way he's relating spatially. And I think in real world games, or games that interact with the real world in different ways, there's lots of interesting conundrums and challenges that come up at the kind of hyper-local level when games are related to the real world in different ways. And that can happen through, you know, real-time data, network data, it might be real-time social modeling, it could be location, could be a whole bunch of different ways that games are connecting with the real world. But it's having a perspective shift. And I think it's especially interesting right now with the rise of services like Foursquare, which, is everybody familiar with Foursquare? So it's a location-based mobile service application that uses game-like achievements to incentivize behavior. So essentially the way you use it, you like check into a place, right? So I'm here at the ICA today. I can see anybody else who I'm friends with in that service. I can see where if they're here as well. I get some points for where I go, and I can leave tips for people. So it's in ways incentivizing behavior of going to locations and possibly performing tasks or consuming goods. But it kind of begs the question, like, what's the relevance if I'm living in a rural developing country and there's one point in my general area, right, a gas station. If I'm you can become a mayor in Foursquare. If I'm the mayor in my town of this one gas station, what does that mean compared to, say, I'm an urbanite in New York and I'm vying for mayorship or a really kind of scarce badge against my friends and the other Foursquare players in New York City? Right? It's very different, and it brings up a lot of questions around the hyperlocal that I think are quite interesting, particularly around things like physicality, around the vernacular of the community, and around not just site-specific but community-specific questions. And so for me, that's sort of what's interesting coming out of this relationship between games and the real world and kind of device mediation, and sometimes device mediation, is like, how as designers can we really address and get into the juicy, meaty challenges of hyperlocal. That's it.